Hello, everyone. I know I have to always adjust things for the live, because it does weird things. So you have to give me a minute so I can make sure I can see everything and everything looks good. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello. We are here tonight live because, of course, I can't sleep. So we are going to play around a little bit and do what I decided to do, the unseen blockages, what might be blocking this connection. We're going to go through all signs, start with Aries and go through Pisces, and see what might be blocking this connection at this time. So starting with Aries. Okay. Start out, by the way, this is, I'm using the Liminal Spirits Oracle deck. This is by a friend of mine, Laura Tempest Zarkov. So if you like this deck, check it out. Please make sure that you get it from her, though. There are a lot of people out there trying to make knockoff versions of different decks out there and sell them for cheaper, and that doesn't recognize the artist and the work that they put in for certain things. So with this forest card that we have here for you guys for Aries, it's telling me that it says that don't dismiss or try to explain things away just because you don't fully understand them. It says that they're basically, it's saying it's kind of like the forest for the trees kind of an energy is what's going on there. So the forest for the trees. So definitely something that may be unseen or unknown at this time between you and your person. We are trying to get the unseen blockages. So let's pull your energy, their energy, and then we'll get the connecting energy. So for your energy, we have Aries, the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands. Make sure you guys can see all that. Okay, so the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. And for your person's energy, we have the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, a lot of Swords energies on their side, and the Queen of Wands. Now let's go ahead and get the connecting energy, which will be the challenges, what's connecting between it. That might be the blockages, the challenges, the connecting energy. Let's see. The 5 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. And the 2 of Swords. So that's that 2 of Swords is that forest card coming through there. That there might be something unseen or something that somebody's not looking at this time between you and in this connection. Let's see if we can dive in and figure out what this may be. So with the 8 of Pentacles on your side and the 10 of Swords, so to your 8 of Pentacles to their 10 of Swords, with the 5 of Wands being in the middle, it almost tells me, Aries, that there is a lack of reciprocity, or at least your person is feeling like the amount of effort that you're putting into the connection, Aries, is causing them some stress, okay? It's causing them to be a little bit combative, causing them to be a little bit, it's almost like they're taking offense by how much your effort you're putting into the connection, which is really weird. Um, but that's kind of what's coming through is this, with the Five of Wands being the connecting energy between the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, and they're feeling Ten of Swords, so they're feeling like, that this is painful. It's like the more effort you put in, it's almost like they feel like they can't match your energy, and that causes them some issues. So that's something that I'm seeing here that might be a blockage. But I feel like it's more on their part in the fact that that there's something within them that is making them feel like that they have to perform, that they have to do more, even though I don't necessarily see that as something that you're requiring of them. It's just something that, but it is interesting that we do have the Five of Wands kind of pointing to the Five of Wands here we have the Two of Swords and the Two of Swords. So this is showing up on your side, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So if we go into the Five of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords on their side, Nine of Swords is anxiety. So they're under a lot of they're in some very challenging energies here for sure. Your person is Aries. But I also feel like there's something, because you have the Two of Swords here, and the Two of Swords is in the unseen blockages. So it's almost like you might be, Aries, not seeing something, not almost maybe in a sense of a little bit of denial about maybe what's going on with your person. Maybe, especially with, because one of the things with the Knight of Pentacles can be the fact that there are obstacles, like that's slowing the connection down, that's slowing things down. And it seems like almost like you might, Aries, that there might be a lack of patience coming through. I'm getting with the Five of Wands here twice, and the Five of Wands with the unseen blockage being the Knight of Pentacles. It almost tells me that you might have a tendency, Aries, to almost maybe make this person feel like they're not doing enough in the connection. That you might be a little bit, how do I want to put it? It's like I'm getting off of this Five of Wands like maybe not always be the most tactful. It's almost like a passive aggressiveness that I'm almost feeling, and your person is picking up on that is what I get. And I feel like they're trying to do better. I'm going to clarify this Queen of Wands on their side. And then I want to clarify the Two of Swords for sure too. So we have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I feel like, Aries, your person is really feeling like the heat. Like, I don't know, you're making them feel a little small, like there's nothing they can do is right, is what's coming through. And I feel like you don't see that you're doing that to your person with the Two of Swords being here twice and the Five of Wands being here twice. I almost feel like there's things that you're saying and doing that is making your person feel like they can't, like nothing they can do is right in your eyes, is what I'm getting. And that may be, so let's clarify this Two of Swords here. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so I'm almost seeing, because the Two of Swords is about, being not making a decision because you're not wanting to see something. And with the Queen of Pentacles being here, I'm feeling like clarifying the Two of Swords. Because the Queen of Pentacles can talk about stability, abundance. It's almost like it's interesting. It's really telling me, Aries, that what I'm seeing here is the unseen blockage here has to do with, and I hate to say this, is you're bringing out this person's insecurities by the way that you're working on the connection, like how you're approaching the connection, how you're handling things is a little bit confrontational to this person. That doesn't mean that you're a confrontational person. It doesn't mean that what you're doing is right or wrong. I'm just saying from the viewpoint of this connection and what I'm seeing, Aries, is that your person, it's making like the way you're showing up to the connection is making this person insecure. It's making them feel small, making them feel less than. And I think that there's a part of you that does feel like this person may not be enough for you. And that's coming through because I did say passive aggressive. I was seeing some passive aggressiveness. And so I feel like there's a part of you that does look at this person as like they're not meeting your standards, and they're picking up on that and seeing it, but you're not realizing that's what you're projecting onto the connection. And that's the unseen blockage here. So that's what I have for you, Aries. This is interesting how it's coming. I didn't know how this would come out, so it's interesting to see how this is coming out. How this wants to play. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to Taurus. Taurus, what's the unseen blockages that you may not see in your connection or the person that's on your mind? It can be anybody. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's anybody, anyone you want to come to the table with. What could be hindering the connection? What's the blockages? So you have the honeybee here as your card, the honeybee. Pull that up there. I want to really show this artwork because this deck that Laura has created is a beautiful deck. So let's see if I can find the honeybee card. I haven't read through the whole book, so I have to kind of look up what these stand for. Okay, so so this is interesting, Taurus, because this actually makes sense. This can talk about work and play balance, like the importance of but it also talks about finding joy in things, and that communication is essential for harmony. So this is really talking about, with the honeybee card, it's almost telling me that it's seeing the value that the other person brings to the table. Like, it's almost like, because that cross-pollination, can lead to a prosperous connection. So it's really playing to each other's strengths, or seeing each other's strengths, seeing what they bring, the other person brings to the table. It's about teamwork, working together. So let's see. So that tells me there possibly could be an issue about with you two being in harmony, of working together as a unit, as a team. So let's get your energy, their energy, then we'll get the unseen blockages, the connecting energy, in the connection and go from there. So you are showing up with the Hangman energy, stagnant energy, the Five of Cups, which is a card of feeling left out, and the Four of Pentacles, holding back. Ooh, Taurus. Okay. Your person, the person on your mind, the person you're thinking of, whoever that may be, is showing up as 10 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Magician. Your person has beautiful energy, Taurus. You're in a little bit of difficult energy there. I can see why the teamwork card is coming out, because your person's in a very positive mindset. I mean, I love this with the fact that, you know, their intuition's coming through. We might see if something comes out, because High Priestess can be sometimes something that's hidden or that we don't see, but they're manifesting the connection. And I like, you know, with the 10 of Cups being here, that, you know, they're daydreaming about you, that they're daydreaming about longevity of the connection. They see a future with you, Taurus. But why are you in such difficult energy? What's the connecting energy? What's the connecting energy? The unseen blockages in this connection. The Wheel of Fortune. The Death card. And the Eight of Wands. So Taurus, am I getting a connection where is this someone that you're considering parting ways with? I mean, it's like you're showing up to the table here as someone that's not wanting to put any energy into the connection at all. Like, you are so pulled back. And this person is showing up in beautiful energy, but the connection energy is one of change, change, and then we have communication. And the honeybee talks about communication and teamwork. And Eight of Wands can also be effort, like communication, fast moving action. But that's not being done because we have the Four of Pentacles. So it's like you're holding back on communicating, on taking action. Your person is manifesting. It's almost like telling me, like, this person might be like really want the connection, but you're like almost moved on, or you're moving on from it, is what I'm getting, Taurus. At least what needs to come to an end, what needs to be transformed or come to an end here with the Death card, what needs to be transformed or come to an end. The King of Swords, the Eight of Swords. So that's also clarifying the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups can be kind of being cold, being left out in the cold. It's almost like I feel like there's just not action being taken here. What's the High Priest on your person's side? What's the High Priest on your person's side? The Two of Wands. So this person is like, they're choosing you. They're manifesting you. They're choosing you. They see a future with you, Taurus. I mean, they're hopeful for a future with you. Clarify the Four of Pentacles on Taurus's side. The Hierophant. So you're holding back on commitment. Why the Chariot? I feel like you're investing in something else. I feel like you're leaving this person out in the hole. I feel like you're moving in a different direction, Taurus. Everything on the table is telling me you're moving in a different direction, that you really like. Because it's talking about change here. And when we clarify the Death card, the Death card is clarified by the King of Swords and the Eight of Swords here, which is telling me that there needs to be a decision, but the Eight of Swords means that there's confusion here. There's it can, somebody being up in their head. And so I feel like this is you, Taurus, like not wanting the connect, like it's just almost telling me that you don't want a connection with this person because you're holding back on commitment, holding back on communication, holding back, stagnant. You have the Hangman clarified by the Chariot and the King of Pentacles, which is telling me that's your stagnancy. What's keeping you stagnant is that you refuse, like you're not wanting to move forward, which, you're blocking your Chariot with that stagnation and blocking the King of Pentacles, which is the growth, having security, stability in the connection. Yeah, and with the teamwork card coming out here, it's like there isn't any teamwork. It's like you're not wanting to work on the connection, Taurus, for whatever reason. Why is Taurus not wanting to work on the connection? Why is Taurus wanting to put an end and not work on the connection? The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil card. It's almost giving me the impression like, that with the Eight of Swords clarifying that death, that it almost like this connection is a bit of a challenge to you in some way. It gets you up in your head, which causes you, like, I think there's this obsessive energy around getting up in your head, and like that, it's like you feel like you have to make a decision. It's like you're almost feeling like you have to make a head over heart decision when it comes to this connection. And I feel like you feel like your abundance is somewhere else. Because this Queen of Pentacles is giving me the feeling of the Queen of Pentacles back is turned in this card. It's almost making me feel like your back is turned because you're looking outward, and the Page of Pentacles is looking outward on this away from the connection. It's like there's this, for whatever reason, Taurus, you're looking out and away from the connection and not toward it. What is the Page of Pentacles that Taurus is looking at? What's the Page of Pentacles that Taurus is looking at? That you feel like you would be better off somewhere else. Like that you could achieve more, that you would be able to grow more, that mature more. Like you almost feel like this person is holding you back in some way. So that's the unseen blockage for you, Taurus, is in somehow you're in your mind, you've given up on the connection because you feel like this person would hold you back from achieving something. Like connecting with them or being in a connection with them would hold you back. So you're not wanting to work on the connection, you're not wanting to give into it. Um, you're standing your ground where you are in the connection, like you're not wanting to give more than you're already giving. Like you're at the point. So what would need to change and what the blockage is you would need to put more effort in, Taurus. But I feel like, Taurus, that you're not putting the effort in because you feel like putting more effort into the connection would hinder your growth or hinder you in some way from obtaining what you want to obtain, becoming the emperor. Like it would hold you back in some way. And that's that Four of Pentacles. You feel like it would hold you back in some way. That Five of Pentacles too, that, feeling like lack, you feel like there would be that you would be missing out on something, like by feeding into this connection, that you would actually lose. That's interesting that came through, but that's what's coming through, Taurus. So that's the unseen blockage for you, and in this connection, whoever this was that you came to the table about. Okay, so go on to Gemini. Gemini. You had the honeybee came out as well. Are you dealing with a Taurus? Are you dealing with a Taurus, or a Taurus dealing with you? I don't know. If so, you can watch the Taurus reading there and you'll find out what. Okay. Okay, Gemini, your energy, and then we'll get their energy, and then what the unseen obstacles may be in the connection. The Page of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. A lot of pentacle. The King of Cups. I like that for you, Gemini. I like that. So you're wanting to put in effort. You have feelings. You want to put in effort toward this connection. Judgment on your person's side. They've got a decision to make, or they feel they have a decision to make. Hermit energy. They may have retreated. The Chariot. I like that. I mean, I like that with the Chariot and the Hermit, because it almost gives me a sense of without even pulling the blocking energy here, I'm almost getting, Gemini, that your person might have just went through a transition in their life, or they have just kind of had an awakening of some type, that they've realized some things. Like I'm getting that very strongly with the Judgment, Hermit, and Chariot. It really makes me feel like that's all major arcana on your person's side. And the Chariot can talk about, can be like the spiritual Uber that takes us, like to a higher vibration, to like where we've raised our vibration level, our spiritual, like a spiritual awakening. And that can also be true with the Judgment card, where we've improved our value, and that therefore, that can bring on that judgment energy. But this person with the Hermit, they're really listening to, like they're using their inner guidance listening to their inner wisdom when they're in the way that they're showing up to the connection. I like this. You guys seem to both have positive energy in some regard. So what's the connecting energy? The possibly unseen blockages. What's the blockages here? The connecting blockages that might be going on. The Fool. The Ten of Cups. So this is giving me a lot of like daydreamy energy. And the Chariot again. So I feel like Gemini, because we have the honeybee card here. This came out in Tauruses, and this is about, teamwork, working together, or at least recognizing the differences that each of you bring, like the values that you both bring to the table, recognizing each other's, like strengths and what you provide the connection overall, like work, playing to those strengths to build a stronger connection, or teamwork. And what I feel like here is, I feel like Gemini, with the Fool and the Ten of Cups here, and the Chariot, with the cards you have coming out, especially with the King of Cups, I feel like there's almost like maybe you haven't fully expressed your feelings when it comes to this connection. In the fact that I feel like maybe this connection doesn't seem very grounded. Let me put it that way. It doesn't seem very grounded, which I think is what the blockage is there's like, you have a lot of grounding in it, like pinnacle grounded energy, Gemini, but I don't know that you're bringing it to the connection, if that makes sense. It's like you have the desire to work on the connection. You have with the Page of Pentacles, you want to work on the connection. You want to strengthen the connection. You want to put the effort into the connection. You have the feelings there, but I don't know how much of that you're actually applying to the connection, especially since your person seems to be maybe a little bit like right now they're going through something. So maybe you haven't been able to to practically apply, what you're feeling to the connection. But with the Ten of Cups and the Fool, I'm getting this very daydreamy, ungrounded energy between you both. And even with the Chariot, it's like there's this awareness here of, that maybe the connection needs to go to the next level, that you need to approach your person, or at least that you need to get on their level. Like you need to approach them in some way or get on their level in some way. What's the Judgment call? What's the Judgment for Gemini's person? What's the Judgment? The Page of Wands. That's almost the minor arcana Fool. So I almost feel like your person is it's almost like they're thinking there might be, now that they've had undergone some changes, I think that they're looking at whether they want to continue investing. Like, is it going to be risky to continue investing in the connection? And I think it's because they're recognizing that it's ungrounded. And I think that's what one of the things that they're recognizing is this, that the connection isn't grounded. Clarify this Fool energy. The High Priestess. Yeah, so this tells me that your person is, I really feel like your person is realizing whatever that they've gone through, the realization that they've gained in this Hermit energy using their wisdom is they actually are realizing that the connection is ungrounded, that the connection is like almost too good to be true. And that's causing some disruption. And it might be because of the fact I have with the King of Cups being here that maybe, Gemini, you have not expressed your desires, your feelings, your desires. Because I feel like this is your Ten of Cups, I feel like, Gemini. You know, that daydreaming, like you have like the desire to have this connection, but maybe, you know, it could be this is somebody that you have a crush on that you haven't admitted that to, you know? And so this person isn't seeing that it's worth taking the risk on because they don't know your feelings, they don't know what's going on. It's almost like that. Like this could almost be a new connection. Like somebody that you haven't, you know, that a connection that's just getting off the ground, even because it's just not grounded in the 3D. And so it's like you're connecting maybe on the 5D, or you're connecting like you know, you might be thinking a lot about this person, Gemini, or thinking about reaching out to this person, thinking about communicating with this person, or working together with them, pursuing them, the Chariot, pursuing them, taking the risk to pursue this person. But it's almost like giving me like this might be a new connection. That this person may not be aware of your feelings or know that you want something with them. And I don't know why that is, but that's what the blockage is. Like this person isn't aware of what you want. So I hope that makes sense. So that's what's blocking this connection right now. Okay. Let's see, we're on Cancer. Cancer. What's the blockages in Cancer's current connection? The connection on their mind, the person that's on their mind. What's the blockages? The ocean. The ocean. Ocean of emotion. I guess I should show you the card up close there. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Laura did such a beautiful job on them. Let's see. Where are you, ocean? Ocean, ocean, ocean. Embody the patience of the ocean. Patience and persistence. So it's almost like a little bit of Nine of Wands energy, wounded warrior energy. And then it says, when we're confronted with waves, we have three choices. We can dive under the wave, try and surf over the wave, or hold our ground and go through the wave. We can make the best choice by observing the pattern of the waves. So observance, persistence, patience, and knowing what you can and can't control. Interesting, Cancer. And with you being a water sign, it's kind of interesting. Need to sit different in my chair. I'm sitting weird and it's giving me a kink in my back. Okay. So your energy and then we'll get your person's energy and then the connecting energy, the unseen obstacles. Your energy, Cancer. Cancer's energy in this connection. The Three of Pentacles. The Justice card. The Emperor. Nice. It's pretty nice energy there, Cancer. Okay, your person's energy. The Queen of Cups. The Hierophant. The Death card. That Death card might be the part of the issue. We'll see. Is that something ending or is that something transforming? I mean, I like both of your energy just looking off the cuff. You know, like your person is showing up in this very steadfast, sturdy, you know, like wanting to stick around and feeding, you know, being open to the connection. You're showing up as somebody who's wanting to work on it, at least from what I can see, like showing up in a very strong energy as well. So what's the obstacles? What's the unseen obstacles here? The Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands. That's interesting that I've been shuffling and using this for other reasons. And we have the Ace to the Two. So, and that's interesting that that's coming on the Hierophant card and the Ten of Pentacles. Cancer, are you and your person maybe considering going to the next level? That's what I get here. I feel like the intention, because we got, I don't know why that's why it's a blockage. Because we have, look at this, we have the Ace of Pentacles the Ace of Wands to the Two of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. So that's like this progression of, okay, let's start something, set the intention to do something about it that's going to lead to something substantial. Then we have like the Justice to the Hierophant, which is like, this is like, you know, can be marriage, you know, like on both of your sides. But it almost tells me, Cancer, that maybe you're showing up as the Emperor and you want to do right by the connection. You're wanting to work on the connection. So what is the blockage? We have the Ocean card here, which talks about perseverance. It also talks about patience. Are things maybe moving too quickly? What's the Death card on this person's side? Well, that came out real quick. They have the Justice. Oh gosh, 3 cards dropped out. The Knight of Cups. We have the Tower. Clarifying the Death card. The Tower. The Knight of Cups and Justice. Ooh, Cancer, is your person married? Is your person in another connection? Is your person connected? Because this is almost saying with the Hierophant and the Death card, it's almost telling me maybe your person is connected elsewhere. Maybe even though they have a lot of love for you, it's like maybe they're going through with the Justice card, they're going through a divorce. The Tower and the Justice, they're going through a divorce. That's the change, that's what's ending, is a connection they're already in. And that's what the blockage is, which is why patience is needed in your connection. And also why you're realizing that like justice needs to happen, like justice, like you can't, you're not going to get justice in this connection as long as this person is still connected somewhere else, which is why the Two of Wands is coming out here in a decision that needs to be made. Like there's the intent, like you want to have something with this person, Cancer, but they're connected elsewhere. And I think you're aware that they're connected elsewhere, which is why you're only showing up at the Three of Pentacles, but you like the blockage here is having the Ten of Pentacles with this person, but you're at a 3. So you're just, like you're putting in minimal effort. And I think it's the reason you're putting in minimal effort. And that's why we have the Ace of Wands to the Two of Wands, because like maybe you guys started this connection from like you guys had like a spark and connected, but then like you maybe found out this person was in another situation that needed to come to an end. So it kind of caused a blockage in the connection. And so there's this need for patience as this person sorts out whatever this, puts an end to a connection they're in. That's an interesting message there. Okay. So that's the blockage I see for you, Cancer, for what's coming through. Okay, Leo. What's the unseen blockages in Leo's connection? That's too many cards. The unseen blockages in Leo's connection right now. The Root card. Okay, I vaguely remember the Root card talking about, that could be a card of grounding, definitely. In order to not only grow but flourish, you need to connect to the foundation. So it talks about honoring your past, not only the successes but the failures, and learning from the failures. This really talks about like maybe not, well, it also talks about paying attention to your intuition, and looking deeper, diving deeper for the truth of a situation. So this really kind of, with this Roots card, it's giving me the vibe here for you, Leo, that and we'll dive in a little bit deeper with when we get the tarot. But it's kind of giving me this vibe of that there may be like an imbalance between recognizing the success, like how sometimes it's easy to overlook the successes you have in a connection, like when things are going good and things are going smooth between you and a person. Sometimes you anyone can sometimes take that take advantage of that. Like they're not recognizing in the moment, because things are going smooth, they're going good, that you almost take it for granted. You take that harmony for granted, and it's only in the when things are difficult that it highlights the difficult times. And then you pay more attention to those, and so those kind of maybe get blown out, can be blown out of proportion, um, which is why there's a need. I think it's calling to use your intuition, through those difficult times, to understand or to realize, to not forget about the successes and the good times when the bad happens, to learn from it and move on, learn the lesson and move on, to get back to the good times, not highlight the bad times. I mean, that's coming through off the cuff, just off of my what's coming through intuitively for me without even getting the cards. So your energy, Leo, the Lovers, that's awesome energy to show up to the connection with. And the Ace of Cups, a lot of beautiful energy. Okay, on your part, Leo. And the Five of Pentacles. So that's a little bit difficult. Definitely get into that. Your person's energy, the Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. And the King of Cups. Well, I'm not seeing anything too terrible. I mean, I don't see anything too terrible. We'll have to look closer at that Nine of Pentacles, because that's how they're showing up. They're showing up as almost like independent. It could be a single energy, but it could just be, independent, like that they just are a very independent person too. So let's get the unseen blockages. What are the unseen? What's the connecting energy? The unseen blockages in the connecting energy. What's the unseen blockages in the connecting energy? The Fool. Who did we have that for? Was that Gemini? Can't remember now. No, I think it was Taurus. The Judgment. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. So right off the bat, Leo, this is kind of telling me that one of the blockages could be with the Knight of Swords coming out here, that, and especially with you being in this Five of Pentacles, that sometimes your person could possibly say things that could be a little bit hurtful, that it's like maybe sometimes they give you the impression they want to be single. It's almost like a confusing energy for you. It's like, I feel like you want to go, you have a lot of feelings for this person. You want to make this person the choice, that you want to give them your love. You want to choose them, but sometimes they do something a little bit rash. Sometimes they do something that makes you feel like they don't want the connection, and I almost feel like it gets you a little bit confused. But the confusion's not on the table. But it's like, because this person's coming in the King of Cups, so they do have feelings here. They have a lot of feelings here, but maybe they don't always express it. Because the King of Cups can be somebody that doesn't always express their emotions. And especially if they're showing up in a very single energy, this almost gives me the energy of somebody that could be like an entrepreneur, somebody that could, that like has a very fulfilled life, especially with the Eight of Pentacles. It could be somebody that puts a lot of time, effort, and energy in their job and their career, and they could be very prominent in their career, Leo. And so they maybe just don't always like show a lot of affection. They don't, it's almost like they maybe don't always make you feel secure in the connection, which is why like you feel abandoned. And I think that's why it's saying to use your intuition with the root card here, because and to really look at everything, because the root card also was like look at everything, the successes and the failures, look at it all, like learn from everything, like, and not to take something for granted. And I feel like it might be your person that might be taking things for granted, because I think that they are so independent and fulfilled on their own that they might have a tendency to not put enough time and effort into the connection. And that's why the Fool card's showing up here. It's like you're a fool, like you feel like almost like you're a fool in love, and they feel like that. It's almost like this person might be very practical minded. Like it's almost like feelings is foolish to them, is what's coming through. And we have the Judgment card coming here, which is a need to make a judgment call, which is making a decision. A decision needs to be made. It can also be kind of having a realization about something. And you're in this Ace of Cups, like wanting to get something off the ground, wanting to. What's the Judgment card here? Can we clarify the Judgment card? What's the Judgment card in the blocking energy? Yeah, I feel like your person, I feel like I'm getting, because the King of Cups is here, I really feel like your person is not the best at expressing how they feel. And so sometimes they come off a little detached, a little bit cold. This Knight of Swords energy, when they're communicating, it can be very cold at times. They might be a little bit short with you, maybe because they're busy. And I think that it's just that they're so used to doing their own thing, that they're so used to, that they're taking the connection for granted. They're almost like taking you for granted is what I'm getting. At least your love. They're almost taking your love for granted is what I'm getting. And they're making you feel very abandoned in the connection, like that, like you're doing it all on your own. You're the only one putting the love into the connection. Even though they have feelings, they're just not expressing it or showing it is what I get. What is this Nine of Pentacles on their side? What is this Nine of Pentacles? The Devil card. So their independence is extremely important to them. That might be something you're not aware of with the Seven of Swords here, is how important their independence is to them. And it's interesting that the Seven of Swords comes out, because that's sometimes stuff that we don't see, where it's like we're not trusting. And that, again, it goes back to using your intuition to get to the truth of the matter, to get to the heart of the matter, because Seven of Swords can be, not trusting something. And it's like you don't trust this person, maybe because they're putting in, it's somebody, okay, so it's almost like this person's prioritizing other things over the connections, possibly work. What is this person putting all this effort into? What is the Eight of Pentacles here? What is this person putting all this effort into? What they feel is their star. Well, what is their star? What is their star? What do they feel is their star? Is that the world? No, the moon. So their star's the moon. Hidden. What's hidden? What's hidden? What's in the under this moon? Seriously? So this is telling me that this person, Leo, is definitely pursuing, like this. There's something that they see as their wish fulfillment. There's something that they're really obsessed about something. It's not really wanting to tell me what they're obsessed about, but something that they see as their star, their wish fulfillment, their Nine of Cups, because Eight of Cups can be walking away from other things toward your Nine of Cups. And with that being in their hidden, like under the moon, and clarifying the star and what they're working on, there's something in their life, Leo, that they see as their wish fulfillment. Something that they haven't, maybe because the moon's here, they're not quite sure what that is, or maybe they're deceiving themselves a little bit about what that is, but they're putting a lot of effort into that. I mean, they're putting a lot of effort into what they feel is their wish fulfillment, what they feel is their star, what they feel is their destiny. This is like almost somebody that feels like they know, like there's something they know they need to do, and it's like somebody on a mission. Okay, that's the best way to describe it. Is Leo, the person you're connecting to, feels like they're on a mission. There's something they need to do and need to accomplish, and so therefore they're walking away from anything else because this is their priority. So they're prioritizing what they feel is their destiny or their calling, or what they feel is like what they're supposed to be doing. Like there's something that they feel they have to do. And because of that, that's why they're not maybe showing up in the connection fully, or why they're detached a little bit or showing up detached. Now, and I think that's why, Leo, you have why the Judgment card is coming out here. Because do you want to continue investing in a relationship where this person is not making you a priority? Is that okay with you? And that's where your intuition needs to come into play. Like, is that, like, are you independent in your own right? But it's showing me that you're not, because you're showing as feeling abandoned in this connection. So that tells me you want more from this person, but they're not going to give it to you. And I think that's the Seven of Swords, is almost like you're deceiving yourself, which is why this is clarifying the Judgment. Because I think that that the unseen blockage here is your truth is telling you that this person is not going to put in the effort toward the connection, which is, I'm seeing that very clearly. they have something else they're prioritizing. And you know that that's not okay with you because you have the five, you're almost deceiving yourself, that trying to convince yourself that that's okay with you when it's really not. So you're almost self-sabotaging yourself, Leo, in this connection, because what they're willing to give is not enough for you. And it doesn't mean this person's a bad person. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with them. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just means in this connection, where they are in their life right now, at this point in time, they have other priorities over this connection. And they're saying that very clearly, that they have other priorities, that this cannot be this connection is not a priority to them. Even though they have feelings for you, even though they care about you, even though, you know, they're keeping those feelings to themselves because their priority is somewhere else. That's why they're not feeding, you know, into those emotions into the connection, because they're just focused elsewhere. So the blockage here is the fact that this person's pursuing something else, and you see that as not, like, you're unhappy about it. And so, do you want a connection bad enough with this person? Are you willing to wait it out and wait on this person to finish, you know, to whatever they're prioritizing? You know, that's something they may prioritize for the rest of their life. You know, so you could be waiting forever for that. So it would have to be, you know, like, for you to be happy in this connection, you would have to be okay with the amount of what they're giving, the time, effort, and attention that they're giving to you in this connection right now, because that may be all they ever give. And are you really okay with it? Right now, you're not okay with it, but can you be okay with it? And that's why the judgment is here. You know, that's the real issue and the rub here, and that's the decision that you need to make, the judgment call. Okay. I think I pounded that in the ground. I don't think there's anything else coming through. That's pretty clear. So let's go ahead and move on. Move on to Virgo. Hello, 707. Hello and welcome. Okay, Virgo, what's the unseen blockages in your connection? Unseen blockages in your connection. This can be anybody on your mind. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be any connection that you're wanting to come to the table about. Unseen blockages. The Corvid card. The Corvid card. Let's see what that is. See if I can find that card. There it is. There's a saying that no good deed goes unpunished. True kindness brings blessings. Shift your efforts and focus on family-oriented matters or issues affecting your community. So in the way that this is coming through with a connection, I feel like focus on, there needs to be more focus on the connection, on the effort, more effort and focus on the connection is what I'm getting. And yeah, so that's what I feel like this is kind of calling for the strength possibly to forgive. So we'll see. I'm almost getting like there might be a need for forgiveness here, but we'll see. But it's talking about effort, you know, effort and focus on the connection more with that Corvid card. So Virgo, your energy in the connection. What energy are you showing up in? the Six of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. That's a little bit difficult energy. Your person is the Eight of Swords. That's, they have the Eight of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords. They have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Well, I feel like, well, they're up in their head about wanting to get this off the ground and move, or at least move this in a solid direction. You're showing up as somebody that is, I feel like, I almost feel like there's a lack of confidence on your side, Virgo. Do you have a little bit of insecurity? That's coming through to me right now, that you might be a little bit insecure in yourself. Like that you might have some insecurities or doubts in yourself that might be affecting the connection. And those insecurities might be projected into the connection because, and I think that's why this person has the Eight of Swords. I think some of your insecurities are maybe showing through, but we'll see. So, because I'm getting off that Six of Wands like somebody that's trying to build their confidence, boost themselves up. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very slow energy, and it also can talk about trying to overcome hurdles and obstacles that might be in the way, which I feel like might be, because you have anxiety. So there's almost like there's anxiety here when it comes to confidence, which tells me you might have some insecurities. So, I don't know if that's overall in your personality or when it comes to connection. That's kind of hard for me to know. But let's get the connecting unseen stuff, unseen blockages. The Eight of Cups. The King of Wands. And the Four of Wands. So Virgo, what's the Nine of Swords on your side? The High Priestess. What's your intuition telling you? Is this connection intimidating you? Is it scaring you in some way? Because you have the High Priestess clarified by the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is partnership, and we have the blockage being the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles being on your person's side. So it's telling me like the stability of the connection, the union. It's like you see this going, like in a direction toward something long term, something potentially long term, or you're wanting or you and your person are talking about going to the next level, and that's stressing you out because you can see I feel like you feel the strong chemistry, but I almost feel like that intensity or the connection is causing you some anxiety. It's bringing up some insecurities in you, Virgo. What's the King of Wands here? The King of Swords. So the King of Wands is somebody that takes action. It's action oriented. And then with it being clarified by the King of Swords, it's like action oriented, but from a head space, a head over heart. It's almost like you're wanting, Virgo, it's like I'm almost getting a sense that you're wanting to slow things down because things are getting a little bit too scary for you. You're wanting to get things back under control for you because it's getting a little bit under your outside of your comfort zone, is what I get. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups as a blockage. There's the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is telling me there's something you need to, one of the things about the Eight of Cups is we leave behind what no longer serves us. And I think what's no longer serving you or what's not serving you in this connection, Virgo, is your insecurities, your lack of confidence, wanting to stall the connection. And I think that's why it's almost like you're giving your person mixed signals, is what I'm getting. And I think that's why they have the Eight of Swords, because they're getting mixed signals off of you, Virgo. What's the Eight of Swords? What's the Eight of Swords in Virgo's person's energy? The Tower. Yeah. I feel like they're not feeling secure in the connection. They definitely want long term. They want to grow the connection. They have the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. They see, they have that Ace of Pentacles that to form the Ten of Pentacles that they want to give you, to form that Ten of Pentacles. But I feel like that brings out, that's kind of stressing you out. Especially considering I think because you can see that happening and it's kind of freaking you out a little bit. And it's causing you, Virgo, to be a little bit unstable in the connection or show up in an unstable way where you're just almost stalling the connection, really slowing it down, wanting to prolong things. Is the issue here. So that's the blockage that I see right now between you and this person, is that even though you see something substantial, there's something here that's making you show up, Virgo, and like making you unsure of yourself, that you lack confidence in yourself when it comes to connecting with this person. They make you, I don't know if you put this person on a pedestal, like you in some way, but it's telling me definitely, what you need to walk away from is the stalling of the connection down, slowing the connection down, of stalling it out. Of trying to justify whether it's worth it to take action or not. It's like you go back in for the anxiety. I feel like the King of Swords is almost like you weighing things out, like weighing everything out in your mind before you take action. So that's slowing down the connection, because it's like you're weighing everything out before you take action, before you have the confidence to take action. And that really is slowing down the connection. And it's also because you're slowing down, you're making those decisions, you're taking so long to make decisions when it comes to the connection or how you're showing up or how you're acting in the connection. You're leaving your person confused. Like they're up in their head. It's causing them tower moments and they're starting to wonder, like, are we going to do this or not? They're starting to question whether they should, should they invest in this? The Ace of Pentacles, should they invest? They see that it could be, they see the potential but you've got them questioning whether they invested in, whether they invested correctly or not. That's interesting. Hello, D7 Sun. Hello, and welcome. Interesting, Virgo. And that doesn't actually surprise me coming from a Virgo. I mean, the few Virgos I know, they usually do take some time to think about decisions before they make them or before they act on them. So actually, it doesn't really surprise me. Libra. Yeah, Libra. That's where we're at. Okay, Libra. What's the unseen blockages in your connection? This is anybody you want to come to the table about. What's the unseen blockages in this connection? It can be a friend, a family member, a romantic partner, whoever you want to come to the table about the unseen blockages. So this Forest card, we had this came out for Aries. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aries, Libra, but this Forest card's about kind of seeing the forest for the trees, like kind of trying to see beyond, like through something. Weaving through. Okay. So what's your energy you're coming to the table with, Libra? The Knight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. And the Ten of Swords. Your person's energy. The Page of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. And the Eight of Swords. Okay, so you're showing up here as I feel like you're thinking you may need to move on, Libra. Your person is just confused. Like they're waiting on you to make a decision, is what I get. Your person is waiting on you to make a decision. That might be part of the problem right there, but we'll see. What's the connecting blockages? What's the connecting energy, the unseen blockages of this connection? The Death card. That doesn't surprise me. The King of Pentacles. And the Emperor. Okay, Libra, I feel like there could be there could be some triggering going on in this connection to some degree. I feel like it's interesting. I think you guys are like almost, y'all need to communicate more, is what I get. It's like this person's waiting on you to act, Libra. And you're sitting over here thinking it's time to move on, I think because you don't feel there's enough security in the relationship because this person is waiting on you to do something. They're waiting on you to take action. But you're stressed out by the fact that they're not taking action. And because they're not taking action, it's like neither one of you are taking action. It's like nobody wants to stand up and be, nobody wants to take the lead, is what I'm getting here, Libra. And that may be the main blockage right there. Is that it's like nobody's taking the lead. This person's stressed out because they're waiting on you to do something. And you're thinking about, you're like, You're stressed out because this person isn't taking any action because they're waiting on you. You're both waiting on each other in a sense, but you're about done with the connection because you're almost done waiting on them. It's like your patience is about to run out. It also looks like you might feel like this person owes you some kind of apology. So let's clarify the death to the Knight of Cups, the death to the Knight of Cups, the death to the Knight of Cups. Ooh, the Empress and the Emperor. This is counterpart energy coming through big time. It could be too that that's some big energies. So it can be yeah, I just feel like, what's the apology? Because I really am feeling like there's an apology here that you're waiting on, Libra. What's the apology? Ooh, that card flew. That flew across the room, like flew completely out of the deck. The Magician. Clarify this Magician. The Ace of Wands. Action. Yeah, it's like you're really hoping that this person's going to take action, that they're going to show up. Like you want them to almost like show up to the table. They're too passive for you. You want to, because the Empress can talk about receptive energy. It can talk about being more passive, you know, where the Emperor's action oriented, the Empress is more passive. And that's what we're clarifying the Death card. So what needs to come to an end? The passive energy. There's too much passive energy. It's like both people are in passive energy and nobody's standing up and taking action. So there's like this imbalance here of too much passive energy. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for you, Libra, because I mean, I don't feel like there's anything else that needs to be clarified. I mean, it's coming through pretty strong that that's the blockage, is that both of you are waiting on the other one to make a move, and nobody's wanting to make a move. The Justice card. You're about ready to move on because this person isn't taking action, but you aren't either. So how can you fault this person for not making a move if you're not making a move either? So I feel like, if I was give my 2 cent advice here, or my nickel advice, my peanuts nickel advice here, it would be, you might want to consider taking action, Libra, like making effort, because this person, I think, would be receptive to that. It would get them out of their head, and I think it would propel this forward if you're willing to step up and take the action instead of sitting here passive waiting for them to come to you. You're both, in a sense, waiting for the other one to come to them. It's like somebody that, it's kind of like, two people meet, and you meet, and it's like you're both sitting there. Are they going to contact me? It's like you're both waiting for the other person to reach out and contact, like after having that initial meeting, meet up. It's like, how long do we wait before we contact them? It's like that energy of, like if they cared, they'd reach out. If they want this, they'd reach out. But you're both in that energy. So nobody's doing anything because you're both waiting on the other person. That's really cool, crazy. So if you want something to happen, if you don't want to walk away from this, if you want things to be less difficult or less challenging, Libra, in this connection, I suggest that you you take the lead and it takes some action in the connection, and I think things will kick off the ground from there. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio. What's the unseen blockages in your connection, whatever connection you want to bring to the table? We have the Toad card. The Toad card, that's a new one for the Toad card. Frogs always give me kind of a like a transformative energy. Let's see what she writes about the Toad card. There we are. It's time to play a game of hide and seek. Be a master of camouflage. But don't stay in disguise too long or you may lose your way. You've reached a crossroads that seems difficult, but you're capable of weathering the storm and choosing the right direction. So it's giving me that like Two of Wands kind of energy. Take a chance on something that may seem unlikely. Okay. So a little bit of Fool meets Two of Wands energy kind of coming through there with that Toad. So how are you showing up to the table, Scorpio? How are you showing up to the table as the King of Wands? Someone willing to take action, someone that's very charismatic, willing to take action. Ace of Swords with some clarity, and the Seven of Swords. Interesting. That's that subterfuge. That's that camouflage subterfuge coming through on your side, Scorpio. You at a crossroads? Okay, your person, Scorpio, your person. The Knight of Cups. They're showing up, Knight of Cups with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So, your person's in some... Whenever I see Five of Swords, I usually feel like a self-sabotagey energy, you know. It could be that with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, that maybe there is a lack of trust here. And it did say with that Toad of taking a risk on something uncertain. So it might be here, Scorpio, that you might have a little bit of trust issues when it comes to this person, or in general. You might have trust issues in general. I mean, I don't know. It could be either or. But I do see you as somebody, you're showing up as somebody willing to take action, somebody that's charismatic, someone that's, maybe a little bit, could be a little bit outgoing, or at least, coming in a very fiery energy, passionate energy to the connection, which is good. Your person is interesting in an interesting energy. I almost feel like they feel intimidated by you, Scorpio, is what I'm getting. I think they're intimidated by you. Let's get the unseen, the connecting unseen blockages, the connecting energy. What's the blockages that are in the connecting energy? What is that? The Hangman. The High Priestess. And the Ace of Wands. Clarify the High Priestess, please. So that's using your intuition. That's clarifying. That's the blockage between the Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords. So that's almost like telling me there's something, because High Priestess can be unseen. And we do have the Seven of Swords here. So there is that, again, it's kind of a lack of trust. It's like you want clarity, Scorpio, around something, but I think your intuition is trying to tell you this person might be self-sabotaging because they are intimidated by you. They're feeling very small compared to you. It's very difficult for them to show up in this passionate energy, to show up. I get that from the Eight of Pentacles, that it's taking them a lot of effort to show up in this fiery energy, to show up. And I think it's because they're just intimidated. I really feel like this person has put you on a pedestal, Scorpio. And I think that that's what's kind of causing some of the roadblocks in the connection. What's the Hangman here? What's the stagnant energy? What's the Hangman? Or is this gaining clarity on something? The Tower. I feel like Scorpio, that you guys are just holding out. Like, I almost feel like you're trying to keep, with the Hangman here, it's like you're trying to, one of you or both of you is trying to keep this from falling apart. I get this more from your side, Scorpio, because it's like you're trying to stop, like somebody's trying to stop the wheel from turning and a tower moment from happening. And that could be, actually, I mean, it could be from the other person too, because of the fact that they're showing up. Like it's like they're trying to do their best, but like they're just not, they're so intimidated by you. I'm getting that so strongly. And because of that fear, they're afraid of something happening, like this ending. They're really afraid of that. But they also don't have, like, it's like it's taking them a lot of effort to show up to the connection, which is why, like, because they're showing up maybe like, I think that's why you don't have trust in this connection. Why you're lacking trust. But it's calling for you to use your intuition to gain clarity, to see that this person is just, that they might be self-sabotaging the connection. I almost feel like this person might be going, with the Eight of Pentacles here, might be going like over and beyond to try and please you, almost like people pleasing you. Like they're, especially with the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups can be kind of a love bombing energy. And so I feel like they're almost trying to do everything they can to keep the tower from falling. Like, to get things to go in their favor, because they feel like they don't have enough to give, or that you wouldn't want anything to do with them. So they're like going over, it's almost like fanboy, fangirl energy in a sense. it's like this person is like put you on so high on a pedestal, Scorpio, that they feel like you're almost unattainable. So it's like somebody that's like googling and goggling over you, like and trying to put too much effort in, like and going overboard, and that's sabotaging the connection, and why you don't trust it, because you feel that they're being insincere or ingenuine. And they are, in a sense, because they're going over and beyond. And there is like this subterfuge. There is this camouflage here, because this person is like, they're not being their true self. And they're only not being their true self because they're so intimidated by you. They feel like they have to like go over the top, like to try and impress you. And I think you're picking up on that. And that's why you're just like, your intuition is saying, see the truth of the matter, of what's going on here. Take the chance to understand that, the time and the chance to see what's going on here, to see what, that this person is just idolizing you. Now, I mean, it would call for you to have a conversation with this person, a real heart to heart, because, and I don't know how you would want to do that. It would be a tricky conversation to have. But there is like a need to get real. Like this person needs to see you in a more realistic light. It's like they have rose-colored glasses on, and they need to get more practical and grounded when it comes to you, like seeing that you have flaws, seeing that you're not perfect, that you're like, they need to feel like they're more on your level. And I don't know if that's, if there's a way to do that easily. It's interesting. But yeah, this person definitely, it's like I said, it's kind of fanboy, fangirl energy. They're idolizing you, and that's causing them to self-sabotage. It's causing them to be come to the connection kind of fake and over the top. And you're not trusting that at all, Scorpio. And that's why you're like a little bit unsure about what you want to do here. So let's see here. Sagittarius, I believe, is where we're at. Sagittarius is next. Yeah, you can ask them some questions. Sure. What you got? Do you want a question me answer a question for you? We're using cards. Sagittarius. Cat energy. Y'all keep making me have to look stuff up in the book. Different ones. Where was the cat? There's a cat. If I fits, I sits. Cats are known for perching anywhere they please. It's about fitting in or not. Timing and patience. So this might be a divine timing thing. And curiosity. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, how are you showing up to this connection? So it's telling me with that cat card that there might be patience and needed, and there might be some divine timing at play here. That might be part of the problem, but we'll see. Three of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. That's how you're showing up, Sagittarius. I feel some spying energy might be causing some problems. they're showing up as the Emperor, the Six of Swords. They're showing up with a lot of confidence and justice. Definitely have to see why the Justice is there. Hopefully we'll get answers here when we get the connecting energy. Okay, the connecting energy, the unseen blockages, that's the connecting energy. Connecting energy. The Eight of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. And the Lovers. Okay, so what I get here, Sagittarius, is that you might be sabotaging things a little bit. And I get this because Page of Swords can talk about somebody that can be a spying energy. Like, I feel like, and Three of Pentacles can be, you know, like that it could be a third party involved. It's like almost like you're spying on this person to see what's going on with them. Like there's almost like trust issues here coming through pretty strongly on your side, Sagittarius. Like there's something, like you're looking for something to be wrong with this person. And I think that's why there's like, I feel like this person's showing up in a really good energy as far as I can tell. We'll clarify this Justice on their side. What's this Justice on their side? The Two of Swords. That can be denial. One more on this Two of Swords. What is that? The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. So there's... Yeah, they don't want... I have a feeling that they feel they should move on from this connection, but they feel the strength of the connection. So, I mean, they're feeling the strength of the connection. They want the connection to be successful. And because they want the connection to be successful, they're almost like doing themselves injustice. And I think that they know this because of the fact that, like, because I think that they know that you have some trust issues, and those are coming through on your side, Sagittarius, that you don't trust this person. And they know you don't trust them. And that's why they're like, do I need to bring justice to myself? But they're not doing that because they feel the strength of the connection. They're choosing you in a sense, even though you're being, you might be getting in the way of this connection, Sagittarius. What's this Three of Wands here? The Page of Pentacles. It's very small energy. I mean, we do have, because we have lots of threes here. Can be infesting. I think, because it's interesting on this Page of Pentacles, we have somebody sitting and waiting and looking at the pinnacle, looking out to the future, which is usually the card of Three of Wands. That's usually what somebody's doing in the Three of Wands, or looking out to the future, like the future of the connection. So it's like confirming that I mean, I really feel like your person, Sagittarius, like with the Six of Swords, they see the future potential of the connection. They actually are positive minded. They're looking to the future. They can see a future. They can see that this is worth investing into them, which is why they're in denial about the fact of, like, it's almost like they're trying to be optimistic. Because the Nine of Wands is like wounded warrior determination. Like they're determined to not necessarily see the truth of the matter, not giving themselves justice, and the justice would be to see the fact that you don't trust them. Why do you not trust them? What's the Three of Pentacles? Yeah, see, you don't trust them. You think there's somebody else, or there's something else that, like, what's the Seven of Swords? What do you don't trust them about? What do you not trust? The Justice. Do you feel like this person is in a different connection? I feel like you feel like they're connected elsewhere. But I don't think they are. And you got yourself up in your head, Sagittarius, because you think they're connected elsewhere when they're really not. And that's why they're like, they're trying to deny the fact that, you probably keep bringing this up to them, or keep, it's causing a blockage in the connection. And it's making it so that you guys can't work on the connection. That's why this is the Eight of Pentacles. Working on the connection is a blockage, because you guys can't work on the connection, because I think you keep bringing up, Sagittarius, you keep bringing up trust issues, that you don't trust this person, that, it's like somebody that keeps accusing someone of stepping out when they aren't, and so this person can't really defend themselves. It's like nothing they say or do, that effort, Eight of Pentacles, nothing they say or do changes your mind. You still don't believe them. You're still seeking justice, that believing that there's something else going on, and that's all in your own head. It's your own trust issues that you're projecting onto the connection. And that's why this is like, this person has justice on their side, because, their intuition is telling them that, even though you're determined to make this work, you're in denial, that this is going to work. Because, unless, Sagittarius, you fixed your trust issues and found a way to trust this person, this can't be a successful connection. It just can't. But this person is like patiently waiting and hoping that you're going to, that you'll get over this. They're hopeful that you're going to get over this. They're waiting, because they're like, I'm willing to make this work, but you have to get out of your own way, get out of your own head. And believe me when I tell you, I actually do love you. I actually want something here. That's interesting. Interesting. This has proved to be a pretty interesting connection, or interesting reading, how these are coming through. Okay. So Sagittarius, we have Capricorn next. We're getting close to the end. Capricorn. What's the unseen blockages in your connection? It can be anybody on your mind, whether it be friend, family member, romantic partner, anyone that you want to bring to the table to see the unseen blockages in your connection. The forestry, that's come out a few times. It's seeing the forest, seeing the tree through the forest. It's like seeing past things. Seeing the unseen. Okay, you're showing up, starting out with the Hangman energy, either gaining a new perspective or a little bit of stalemate, stagnancy. The Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Three of Cups could be a third party, possibly. They're showing up in the Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the King of Wands. Well, I like their energy other than the Five of Swords. We'll have to definitely see what's causing that Five of Swords for them. And I definitely want to see more about this Three of Cups. I don't know if this is celebrating something or if this is maybe something else. Okay, the unseen connecting energy, the blockages, the unseen blockages connecting energy between these two. The Four of Wands, the King of Cups. So we have a King and Queen of Cups here. A suited pair coming out. The Page of Wands. Okay. Where are you? Where's the effort going? Where's the effort going? What's the effort? Capricorn's part? What's the Three of Pentacles? Or sorry, Three of Cups. Three of Cups on Capricorn's side. The Queen of Cups. What are you giving your love to? What are you giving your love to? I almost feel like Capricorn, I think the challenge here is around I almost feel like I feel like you both want this, okay? I do feel like you both want this. I'm definitely getting that through the cards, but it's like a little bit tricky. I see the love here, love on both of your sides, but with this, your Queen of Cups showing up under the Three of Cups, which can be, and then with the Ace of Wands, it's almost like, with the blockage being the Page of Wands can be a curious energy. And so I almost feel with your person showing up in the King of Wands energy, like that maybe this was a connection that connected instead, like connected, like you guys like hooked up. It was like a fling. And so it hasn't progressed beyond that, is what I get might be the challenge or the blockage. Because I don't think that you have expressed your feelings. I feel like I feel like that you haven't been putting the effort into the connection, Capricorn, because that's the Eight of Pentacles is being clarified by the High Priestess, which can be something that's hidden. And with the King of Cups here, the King of Cups can be someone who has a lot of love but doesn't always express it. So I feel like you're kind of holding back, putting the effort into the connection. You're kind of hiding that you want to invest in the connection. But I feel like you're also keeping your options open. That you might be investing in other things as well. Which is part of the reason why maybe the Hangman energy is here, because I feel like this, like, because you're not putting all the effort into, like, you're not wanting to put all your eggs in one basket, is what I'm getting. What's the Five of Swords on their side? The Page of Cups. Why the Page of Cups? Judgment. So this person is not sure what to offer you. They're very attracted to you. They do have feelings. I feel like the challenge here is getting it to the next level. I think that's the blockage, is you guys, I feel like this is two people that had a fling and you guys haven't decided what to do next. Like you both have, like, feel the connection. You both are curious about where this could go. But there's unexpressed emotions on both of your part. I think that's why the King of Cups is coming out here in the middle. Neither one of you have expressed emotions or expressed wanting to do something about the feelings that you have. And for you, Capricorn, I think that's making you just kind of hold back and keep your options open, where this person is just like, they're sitting trying to figure out like what to offer, if they have enough to offer, if you would even want what they have to offer. So that's what's causing that Five of Swords, is because they're like, should I offer this person something? Should I offer them something more? If I do, what should I offer them? Are they even going to receive it? Are they even going to want something with me? They're kind of confused about that. So that's really what the blockage here is like there's no communication. There needs to be communication here. Because I think you both have interest, but nobody's expressing that interest. Like, because for different reasons. And I think it's like, I don't know, like, let's see if this person expressed their emotions to Capricorn, what would Capricorn's response be? What would Capricorn's response be if this person made a move? If they said they wanted something more. The Five of Swords with the Devil. Fool. It would trigger you, Capricorn. I think you're wanting to be in an independent energy. I really feel like you're wanting to keep your options open. You do have interest in this person. You do have interest in them. I mean, I don't know, because these connections don't have to be love. So it's telling me that for this connection to go anywhere, there's a conversation that needs to be had. You guys both want the connection or whatever that is, like, but the conflict here is that I feel like, Capricorn, you feel like this person, if we're taking this out of a relationship context, like a romantic relationship context, either or, I feel like there's something about this person that makes you feel like they might be codependent on you, Capricorn, and that is triggering to you, which is why you're wanting to keep your options open. Even though you're curious about this person, even though that you have interest in them, even though, like, this could even be like a friend. I mean, friends can be codependent, where you feel like this person wants more from you than you're willing to give, if that makes sense. And that's why, like, if this person was to want more, you would pull away. It would trigger you, and it actually make you run in the other direction and kind of avoid it. Because there's something about this person's energy that you're feeling is codependent. And you don't like that, is what I get. Okay. That takes care of Capricorn, and then we'll go on to Aquarius. And finish up with Pisces. D7th, I thought you were going to ask did you want to ask a question? I can do it at the end. I'll do it for you at the end. You want to ask your question? Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius showing up in the snake energy. Shedding its skin. It's holding on to that egg. It's got that egg there that it's holding on to. I don't remember offhand seeing that in the book. I don't know what area it falls under. To find it. Fish. Where's the snake? Snake. A message bearing wisdom and insight. So this almost gives me the impression of listen to your intuition, or you're going to get a message that's going to help give you clarity about something. A cycle that keeps repeating itself must be examined. So yeah, okay, so you guys are going in cycles. There's a cycle that needs to come to an end. Be careful not to let fear and insecurity overtake you. Interesting, Aquarius. So it sounds like you and your person have been going around and round in a cycle, and somebody's got some fears and insecurities possibly, or something that's sabotaging the connection. Somebody's triggering somebody maybe. Okay, how are you showing up to the connection? I'm starting to get tired. I should have been in bed long ago. We have the King of Cups, Aquarius. The Five of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. That's your energy. Their energy is the Four of Pentacles. the 8 of Cups, and the Justice card. So this almost tells me this person might be heading out the door. And you're feeling it because you've got this abandoned. I can see triggering happening. I can see this happening. I can almost feel like somebody's avoidant here. This is almost giving me runner chaser vibes right off the bat. Like, we'll get deeper into it, but definitely getting that a little bit. Definitely some triggering going on. So what's the connecting unseen blockages? Yeah, I'll get that at the end right after Pisces. I'll ask that for you. Okay, so the Ace of Wands, no, that's the 2 of Wands. That's the 2, I believe. Yeah, the 2 of Wands, the 7 of Swords. That doesn't surprise me, 7 of Swords coming out. And the 2 of Swords. So we have not wanting to make a decision. Okay. So a decision is being made without knowing the truth. That's what I'm getting. A decision's being made without knowing the truth. There's definitely a need for clarity here. But I don't see any kind of clarity on the table, which is the problem. The 2 of Swords can be like not seeing something. So, and then we have, oh, that's the 6 of Swords. I was thinking that's the 7 of Swords. Sorry, 6 of Swords. So that's wanting to move on. I really feel like the problem here, Aquarius, might be your person is... Your person's moving on. I think they made the decision. Their intent is to move on. And I think that's triggering abandonment issues within you. That's your fear. You're fearing that they're moving on, but I think that because they are. Possibly. So... what is the 8 of Cups? What is the 8 of Cups on their side? Judgment. What's Justice? What's the 3 of Cups? Did you guys have an argument, Aquarius, about other people? Because this did have something about, I thought we had something in the snake card about, I feel like there's outside influences on this connection that are getting in the way. That's what I'm picking up on strongly. Well, let me go back to the snake card real quick. I don't want to be confusing that. Yeah, a message like coming your way in like intuition or getting clarity, getting understanding about something. A cycle that repeats itself. Don't let fear and insecurity overtake you. I really feel like your person, Aquarius, is listening to bad advice. I really feel like your person is... I think somebody has gotten in their ear. And has caused the conflict between you. Someone's not listening to what... They're not listening to... What's this 4 of Pentacles on your person's side? They're wanting to hold on to their security. Why do they feel like they need to move on? Why do they feel like they need to move on? The Three of Wands. If they keep feeling, it keeps coming up with, they feel like they need to invest somewhere else. They feel like they would be more abundant somewhere else. They would have more somewhere else. It's like almost somebody that has told them, has got in their ear. With the Three of Cups, I feel like in the Five of Wands, clarifying the justice, that someone has convinced them that they would be better off somewhere else. Someone's gotten to their ear and convinced them that they would be better off somewhere else than this connection. So that's their, that was their fear and insecurity, and they listened to the wrong people instead of themselves. And instead of coming to you and talking to you about it, Aquarius, they decided to listen to somebody else and take somebody else's advice, and then decided they would be better off somewhere else because somebody convinced them of that. That's kind of cruddy, but that's what I'm getting. So you might be warranted in your feeling of Five of Cups, of feeling abandoned, because I think this person kind of has abandoned you in the connection. I feel like that. But the thing is you're wanting to continue, and see, I think that's the cycle. I think that's, this could be, it says, that you would get a message. Maybe this is your message to say, this person's pretty much checking out, or I don't know if there's a way that you can have, you can bring this person to the table and have them discuss with you, hey, what's the deal here? I don't know how that conversation would go, but it's like there's something you would have to say to convince them that it's worth investing in. And I don't know if you can, since someone else is in their ear, because someone's definitely convinced them otherwise, which is unfortunate. But that's on them for wanting. It's sad because you're both missing out. You're both losing out because somebody else got in the way. Somebody else gave them bad advice. I'm curious. Will this person, what's going to happen when this person moves on? Are they going to get this? Are they going to get the abundance they're looking for somewhere else? Are they going to get the abundance they're looking for somewhere else? No. Yeah, this person deceived them. That's why this is coming out as cycles, because I think this person's going to come back around. And you do want them to come back around. But I think it's for your awareness, Aquarius, to know that when and if this person comes back around to start up again, you might, at that point, would be a good point to have the conversation with this person, as saying, are you going to let other people interfere? I don't know if I want to do this again. If you're going to take the advice of other people, if you're going to let other people get in your ear, if you're going to if you're going to listen to other people and let other people interfere in our connection, because that would be the prime time to have that conversation when this person decides, because what's going to happen is they're going to go on their merry way, and then they're going to realize that they're going thinking the grass is going to be greener somewhere else, and then they're going to find out it wasn't so green somewhere else, that their friends gave them bad advice. They're going to come back around to you, but are you going to be waiting there for them? And then if you are waiting there for them, are you going to, like that would be the time to say, hey, is this going to happen again? Are you going to continuously look for the grass greener somewhere else? Are you going to continuously think you didn't think I was good enough for you in the past? Why do you think that I'm good enough for you now? Because you've realized, you've gone out and explored and realized that you couldn't do better and find better, that I'm like, are you going to be second prize? That's for you to decide, Aquarius. So that's kind of an interesting intuitive message that kind of came through there for you. Yeah, you'll have some decisions to make if this person comes back around, because they wanted to pass on this the first time because they took bad advice. It's up to you whether you want to forgive them for listening, taking bad advice and listening to other people and thinking they could do better elsewhere, whether you want to give them another chance or not. That's your decision. Okay. Pisces. What's the unseen blockages in your connection? What's the unseen blockages in your connection? The Fox card. Y'all are showing up with different ones for me, so I have to go and look in the book and read them. Okay. I did have the Force come out quite a few times, though. The Fox card. Fox usually is like a little bit of trickster energy. Warming up the charm. So this is kind of a Queen of Wands, King of Wands kind of energy coming through. Diplomacy, not aggression. So it's like charisma, charm. Could be a heads up that someone's trying to trick you and to use your intuition to see through something. But it is a Queen of Wands energy that's coming through with that Fox card. So we'll see if there's something deceptive. We'll see if we can see through things, Pisces. Your energy. The Nine of Cups. We had the King of Wands, Three of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Fool. Look at you. Are you a player, Pisces? Are you a bit of a player? Do you give your love away to lots of people? Are you a bit of a charmer? Are you trying to fool me? Okay, what else is in Pisces energy? Six of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups and Nine of Cups. Okay, Pisces, your person's energy that you're coming to the table about. Eight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Cups. This person feels like they missed out. I feel like you're a bit of a player, Pisces. At least the Pisces that's showing up today is somebody, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a player in a bad way. I think that you're just someone that is very kind-hearted, giving, loving. You're just, I think, like, kind of, I'm getting almost a happy-go-lucky. Like, you just kind of, you're like constantly chasing your Nine of Cups. And that, I mean, that's perfectly fine. But I feel like you're hard to tie down. Because I feel like you're someone that's like always on the move. You're always chasing something. And I don't know, if it's like you're almost like you're constantly moving away from things towards your Nine of Cups, like moving away it's almost like somebody that is constantly searching for fulfillment, but it's never within grasp. It's like you're searching for fulfillment in the wrong places, because Nine of Cups can be overindulgent too. So it can be a card, it can be a card of overindulgence, of kind of greed. So it could be just, it's like chasing our dreams, constantly chasing our dreams, but not really knowing what would make us happy. Like chasing fulfillment, but never really finding it, is what I'm getting in your energy, Pisces, which is probably the problem right there. It's probably that's the blockage right there. It's somebody that's probably never content, never happy, never content, constantly looking for something else, never fully being content where you are. And I can tell you that's probably the blockage right there. So the Six of Swords, moving on. The Hermit card. And the Knight of Swords. I really feel like, I mean, that's the message, that what I said is the message is coming through really strongly here. Because I think that's why this person has the Eight of Wands. Because, you're hard to tie down. You're constantly moving. You're constantly going on to the next thing. I feel like you might be somebody that kind of comes in and out. Like you might be someone, Pisces, that, like, I feel like this person feels like they have good fortune when you actually come around, when you actually show up. But I feel like you only show up like when it suits you, when you're getting something out of it, when you see, when in the moment you feel like, this person is your Nine of Cups. But then as soon as you get in, as soon as like something happens where you feel like, maybe with the Knight of Swords coming here, like it could be like if something is said like rashly, or it's almost like you, in some instances, a little bit of conflict avoidant, but it's more about like wanting to keep things lighthearted. It's almost like somebody that likes to keep things on a superficial level and is really fun to be around. Like I see like you're somebody that's fun. This person feels like you're fun to be around. They like when you come around, but you have them in their head because I think that you're somebody that kind of comes and goes in and out of their life, which is why they have like the Four of Cups, like this, like can be indifference, but can also be like a missed opportunity. They feel like, they have to kind of have this indifference energy with you because they can't really invest in this because you're someone that's kind of more transient in their life. You're kind of just doing your own thing, chasing your own dreams, chasing, always moving, going, like never really connecting on a deeper level with people is what I get. At least the Pisces that I'm connecting with here. So of course you'll have to take that as it resonates. Also, I never did mention, but roles can be reversed. Always roles can be reversed. You have to take it how it resonates. What is the Four of Cups? What is the Four of Cups? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they feel like to win in the situation, to have good fortune, they have to be indifferent. They have to have apathy. They have to be indifferent. They have to, they can't put all their eggs in this basket. And that stresses them out. It stresses your person out that they can't invest in this connection. What's the Hermit card here? What's the Hermit card? The Two of Swords. yeah, there's no decision being made here because I think there's nothing concrete, there's nothing substantial here. What's the Knight of Swords? Both of these wanted to come out. The Nine of Cups again, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it really is like, I think that's the discussions, the communication. The communication is around, like, I think this person has expressed to you in the past, Pisces, that something about the fact that they're confused or that they're up in their head about, like, what are we? Where are we going? Like, they've probably expressed these things to you. And I feel like this person, like, sees you as their Nine of Cups. Like, they see you as somebody they want to invest in, but they feel like they can't. They feel like that's too stressful because you're elsewhere. You're just someone that, like I said, I feel like you're just someone, you might be a bit of an extrovert, or at least this Pisces might be like have a lot of friends, constantly doing stuff with their friends, constantly, like I said, Nine of Cups can be overindulgent. So it could be, partying, going out, having a good time, constantly going, constantly doing other things. So it's like, for this person to be involved in your life, they kind of have to jump on the bandwagon and just go wherever you're going. And I think that causes this person a lot of stress. But they know, so they kind of have to just, just know that if they want a connection with you, they either have to follow you around like a puppy dog, and just wherever your Nine of Cups is, it has to be their Nine of Cups. That's that, whatever, which stresses them out, or they feel like they have to be indifferent to the connection and just, kind of be detached. Either way, it stresses them out. The connection stresses them out. But they do they do enjoy your company. They do enjoy having you around, and that's the challenge for them, is because they do want you in their life, but they know that comes at a cost, and it comes at a cost of stressing them out, unfortunately. Not that it's your problem, Pisces, at all. But they're coming to terms of trying to figure out how to deal with the way things are, like how to, to continue to be in your life where it's not causing them stress. They've got to figure that out for themselves. Not to say you're doing anything necessarily wrong. It's just you're living your life the way you're living it, which I feel like, I do feel like, though, Pisces, on your part, that you are chasing a pipe dream. Like, there's something in you that is not being fulfilled, which is why you keep chasing things or even overindulging in things, because of the fact that you're not finding personal fulfillment. There's something that you're lacking or missing within yourself that you probably need to focus on to find what really fulfills you without seeking it from external validation, which is what I think, because even overindulgence in, like, alcohol or other things, being overindulgent in anything, is usually we do something to excess because there's something we're lacking within us. And so there is a need for you to probably at some point look at that. But not to say that it necessarily that you have to look at it for this connection. But if you want to have successful relationships in the future, that's something you're probably going to want to address. Okay. Okay, so